So hey, Tony here, Random Ventures 2.0. What are we doing? Well, we're going to take a look at a power station. So I just got this in. I got to get it out of this box, but a very decorative box. I like that. So, hey, what are we waiting for? Let's get this thing unboxed and I'll show you what's inside. All right, so first thing we got the owner's manual laying right on top here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all this out, like I said, and I'm going to just lay it all out, and then we'll talk about each item. All right, so we got a little protective coating here. Let's peel that off. Man, I tell you, that's a beautiful unit. I love the gray and the yellow. I mean, that's not why you buy something, but that's a good color combination with the black screen here. Now, there's a lot going on right here, and we're going to talk about each one of those things. But what else was in the box besides this? All right, so this is the plug that goes into a 110 wall outlet, and that's what charges it up, and that's going to plug right in here. Yeah, I really like how everything's marked. So this is all of your input. So you can see AC input 1500 watts. That's going to be that plug right here that's going to run to your 110 outlet. Then you have right below that this other unit here. It's if you're running it in the car, you've got a 12 volt. This is DC coming from your car. You would plug that in right there at that barrel plug right below it. This one here is for solar input, and it can take up to 400 watts going in from your solar panels. So I don't have the solar panel, so I can't show you that. All right, but that's where you'd plug that in. All right, so this is the DC. This is going to plug into the car, and this barrel plug right here is going to go right below it. All right, so that's the other item that was in there. Then you've got two little cords here. One is a USB to a C, and that's going to be right here, USB to C. And then there's, they also provide a C to C, type C to C, and that's going to go up here. I like how it does tell you where everything goes. It's all labeled right here. But I will get these items put away. Now, one of the neat things about this unit is on the top. Look at that. There's a compartment here that you can store all the cords right with your unit, so you don't have to have them separated somewhere and go looking for them if you need them. Vtoman Flashspeed 1500. Yeah, so this is all the information that's on the outside of the box. I mean, you've got the user manual that you definitely want to take a look at, but I just want to go over this really quick. So your model number is PB58. The battery capacity. Now, this is what really intrigues me, is this is a 1548 watt hour. So that's watt hours. That is pretty incredible. It's AC input. Input is 1500 watt max. Now, what kind of drew me to this is that I do have other battery banks, power stations, but they take a while to charge up. So one of the things I really liked about this unit is it charges flash speed 1500 watts in an hour. So it'll charge itself up in 1 hour. That's pretty amazing. So some of the other stuff. So this is your display screen right here. I'm not going to turn it on yet because I want to go over the rest of this stuff here. So this is your 12 volt DC output. All right. So that's that plug right here. There you go. Now, for this is what I would run if I'm running it in the car. I would plug my refrigerator in right there. So that's how that would run. Now you got your USB ports right here. Now this bottom one, the fourth one, that's the quick charge one. All right. Now you got your three 110 outlets, AC. So that's going to be 110 AC with a combined capacity, max capacity of 1500 watts. So you can have several items plugged into there as long as it doesn't exceed the 1500 watts. So right here you got a car jumper cable, can go right in there so you can jump your car. Now this, the little green symbol here in the battery, that is for an additional storage. So Vtoman makes additional storage that sits on top. It's stackable, so that you can take this 1548 watt unit up to over 3,000 watt hours just by getting that additional storage and setting it on top and plugging it in right here. Now, we're going to go ahead and turn this on. Now, this is right out of the box. I haven't charged it at all. Now, to turn the unit on, you just want to push any one of these buttons, and then it should power up. Yeah, there you go. So we're at 84% just out of the box. Pretty cool. Now, we're going to plug that in and get it up to 100%. All right, because I want to see how this thing charges. So we're just going to go ahead and plug this right in and see what it does for charging. All right, give it a good push. So we're at 84% right now. I just heard a little click. So it is 300 watts. Oh, 577, 875. Oh, 1,068. The side fan just kicked on because it's going to cool off. Look at that, 1,572 watts. Now this is blinking because it's telling us that it's taking a charge. But we're at 1,572 watts. Oh, just changed to 5. Yeah, it's only been 3.5 minutes, and look, we're already up to 92%. Still, input is 1,572. Man, that's a game changer. It really, really is. If you've got power banks or anything like that, and yeah, you know, usually it's 4 hours to charge something up. Yeah, look at that, 93%. So we're going to get to 100%, and then we'll start plugging some stuff in. So while this is charging up, I want to find out one thing, is that can you charge things or use things while you're charging? Is it a true pass-through? All right. Some power banks, you can only charge them, but you can't use them while you're charging them. I want to find. Oh, we're at 95% already. Man, this is crazy. So I'm going to just plug something in, and let me grab these little lights. Make sure this AC plugs on. Plug back in, hit AC. All right, so the lights just came back on. All right, it is still charging, and yeah, it doesn't show you the amount of watts going out, but obviously we've got all these lights. There's 20 light bulbs on this string here, and it's still charging while these lights are on. All right. And it's charging fast. Yeah, some things will show you output and input. This is only still showing input. But I noticed it did not change, so it's still taking on 1572 while we're powering something else. All right, we're at 97%. Let's get to 100% and see what it does. All right, so we're at 99%. So you can see the AC is powering down. We're at 1315. We're at 99% right here. Let's see what continues to happen. Now I still have these light bulbs plugged in. So we're at 1248. It's going down. Still at 99%. 1183. Wow, that was quick. That was quick. Yeah. Here we are, we're at 100%, so this just powered down, fan shut off, and we're at 0 watts. So there we go. All right, so I've got a traveling refrigerator right here. I keep this one in the studio. You can see the lights off because it's unplugged, but we got the freezer section on here. I've got it set up for the freezer refrigerator, so you can have ice cream on this side. And so 30 degrees it's set at, and 41 degrees on that side. But I do have it unplugged. It does have a barrel plug to plug into your DC outlet. So that's what we got right here. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. And it's not going to come on. The reason it didn't come on when I just plugged it in is because you got to turn it on. So these little yellow buttons, AC, USB, DC, that's how you're going to turn the unit on. So when you push the button, it'll come on. 100% capacity. We're going to give it another push here to find out what output is going out. So there's 0 watts going out, but we're going to open it up. We got our light on. So there's our light. I got to get this thing to cool back down or heat up inside. We're just going to leave that, go ahead and plugged in. We're going to leave that top. It's got 1 watt going out, and that's to power the light. All right, so, what else can we plug in there? All right, I'm going to close this. But we are at 30 and 41 degrees on the indicator there. So I have a toaster oven, all right? So I'm thinking if this will power this as well, maybe we'll stick this in the car. All right, so this is the 110 plug. We're going to go ahead and plug it in. Get the cord right. That should be correct. All right, so it is plugged in. There again, it's not powering it yet because we haven't turned the button on. So we're going to go ahead and push the button. So that is the AC outlets are open. I'm going to go ahead and just set this at a certain temperature. So let's do broil. Yeah, let's do bake. And go ahead and hit on. So this is drawing 450 watts right now. And we are set 445. Power is on. Let me open this up. Yep, it's heating up. I'm going to switch this and see if we can get to 450 degrees. So that's at 450 degrees. We're powering. We're up to 909 right there. All right. That's the amount of watts going out. So at 450 degrees, 909, we're dropped 1% on the battery bank. All right. Oh, we can see the element heating up in there. I'm going to move out of the way. Woohoo, that's getting warm. All right. Well, what else can we plug in? Got our refrigerator going. That hasn't kicked on yet, but it is keeping it ready. All right, so I moved the toaster oven up here. I got it on toasting. It's 496 watts. Now, this is a heating unit. All right, so I'm going to turn that on. That's set at 86 degrees Fahrenheit. This fan just kicked on, and we're at 1,779 watts. So the max, remember, was 1,500 and some. We're pulling more than the max. Now the fan is on, but it's not shutting down. And you can see the coils heating up here. Yep, that's blowing out. Oh, the toaster oven's toasting. All right, so we're at 1616, 1608. This unit's pumping out the heat. This is putting out the, I got it, like I said, set on toast. Yeah, boy, it's getting warm in here. We got the toaster going, we got the heater going, and we got the refrigerator going. Now, that hasn't kicked on. So, but it is still operating. All right, waiting for our toast to get done. Even though I've got a toast in there, I'm going to watch this number and see what this does. So that's the number of watts going out. We're down to 94. That's really working nice. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Toast is done. So we just dropped down to 1258. So this heater is pulling 1,258 watts. And like I said, it's set at 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It's warm in here. We're down to 89%. That's been running for about 10 minutes. It's getting really hot in here. I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. Let's watch watts output. So that's turned off. Now it should drop. Yeah, here we go. So it's down to 960, 284. Fan kicked off, 152. Now this unit's still going to be pulling. It's still blowing a fan because those coils were red hot. We're down to 21 watts. So if I wanted to put this in the car, I could. And just run it, heat that. Man, I'd cook myself out of the place. So we're 20 watts just pulling to cool it down. And the refrigerator still hasn't kicked on. I know we got 1 watt going into that for the light. All right, and so one more thing. This is the back side of the unit. Now this is an LED light. I'm going to go ahead and turn the studio lights out and give this button a push. All right, so that's the 1 setting. That's the lowest setting. Then that's the brightest. And you got strobe. And then you got SOS emergency light. And then it's off. All right. So that's the LED light. Okay, there we have it. So this is the unit. We threw some different things at it. It handled it. I love that the Flashspeed 1500 charges so quickly. It charges, gets it from 0 to 100% in 1 hour. Like I said before, that's a game changer. If you're familiar with these, a lot of times they take, depending on the capacity. Price point, I'm not sure what it is, but you can check that out in the description and go over to the website and see what it is at the time of the filming of this. That changes. But price per watt right now, this is, I would say, probably the cheapest unit I've seen. And so far, so good. I'm loving it. So, again, Flashspeed 1500. Some other uses you might want to consider with this. Let's say you're not going out camping or you're not going out and doing things outdoors that you need this outside. It would be a great unit in the house in case of emergencies or anything like that, power outages, because you can hook your refrigerator up to this. And, if the refrigerator needs power, it kicks on. But for medical reasons, if you're looking for an uninterrupted power supply, a UPS, you got 1,500 watts, 1,548 watt hours of capacity. You got a CPAP machine, you're sleeping in the middle of the night, power goes out, you have no power. This thing within nanoseconds will switch over and you'll be powered out of this. So you can keep it plugged into the wall, keep it 100%. You get a power outage, boom, you're ready to go. All right. Pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to take this out on some adventures. So if you haven't checked out Random Adventures 2.0 on YouTube, hey, we do a lot of camping. This is going to be a new addition to the car. And yeah, we'll see you on the next Random Adventure. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and also that notification bell, because you never know when we're coming out with a video. But we do a camping video every Thursday night. All right, see ya. Bye.